It absolutely is. So, if the Celtics don't win this game, it will default back to what I said at the beginning of this series. Celtics have no chance. I always said the Celtics will lose in 5 or the Warriors will win in 5. Okay. I always said that the Celtics were going to steal one game. I did not necessarily know which one, but I knew they was going to steal one.
Okay.
Celtics better find a way to get this one, because if they don't get this one, it's done. So what we all desire in life, particularly in sports, more than anything else, what keeps us living, what keeps us afloat is one word. One simple word.
Can I guess? Yana. Love.
No, sir, but that is a great guess. It falls in that same line of love, but it is hope.
Hope, yeah.
As long as you got hope,
I hear that.
you still got a chance. As long as you still breathing, you got hope. As long as you still fighting, still kicking, you have hope. The Celtics, by stealing that game in Golden State, had hope. The Celtics this entire series have hope because they've never trailed the series. They were up 1-0, now it's 1-1. Even or winning, never losing. But in the event the Celtics go down 2-1, I believe that the Celtics lose the operative word for survival in life and in sports, which is hope. Going to track and field very early, because track and field, as Marcellus Wiley can tell you, as I will agree with, it's the purest sport.
Pure.
In track, we don't have to decipher how much did LeBron James help versus how much did Danny Green, how much was it Tom Brady, how much was it the Bucs defense, or how much was it Bill Belichick. No. In track, I'm faster than you.
Boom.
I jump higher than you. I throw further than you. It's pure. No debating. Greatest track and field sprinter to have ever lived is who?
Carl Lewis. Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt,
Right.
Greatest track and field sprinter to have ever lived. What we know about Usain Bolt is this. He did not have a great start.
Nah.
So if you are going to beat Usain Bolt, there's only one way to do it, America. Only one way to beat Usain Bolt.
Get it out there early.
To never see him the entire race. Because if you ever are staring at Usain Bolt from the back of his jersey, you will not beat him. But if you never see him the entire race, meaning you get out ahead of him and you never let him catch you, that's the only chance you got to beat Usain Bolt. I equate the Golden State Warriors to Usain Bolt. The only chance the Celtics have at winning the series is to never stare at a deficit to the Warriors. Celtics got out early 1-0. Well, now it's 1-1. They still not staring at a deficit. Because if you ever stare at the deficit with the Golden State Warriors, what will happen is the same thing we tell speedsters in football when you play on the defensive end. If he's even, he's leaving. If he's even, he's leaving. So if the Boston Celtics lose tonight and now stare at a deficit versus the Warriors, it's like staring at Usain Bolt from the back of his jersey. You are not going to catch him. Your only chance, get ahead, stay ahead. Celtics must win tonight, or it's a wrap.
All right. We're done. Fine. All right, time. Ooh, boy ran a 9.98. Wind dated, though. It was wind dated. Okay, my turn. I'm not going to be a literalist up here. I know that's my default. Literally listen to the question, answer it literally, and I know you didn't do that either. So I know that you know this is not a must-win for the Celtics. You can't mean that literally. So maybe you're taking this to a psychological place. You gave great examples. I respect them. But you can't put that type of pressure on the Celtics because, one, it doesn't exist. If the Celtics were down 1-2 because they lose this game, you're saying the series is over. Why would the series be over psychologically for them? Because right now this series is tied at 1-1. So you're already admitting, it sounds like, tell me if I'm wrong, that psychologically it's not tied right now. This series is not tied. Am I correct in that?
That is correct.
Okay, so who has the advantage right now before tip-off in this series?
I believe mentally the Warriors. I believe on the scoreboard the Boston Celtics.
Oh, okay. We're pretty much in the same place in the starting point, but then we deviate. Let's talk about the Boston Celtics, why this is not a must-win. If they go down 1-2, immediately their muscle memory kicks in. Weren't we down in a series just last round against the Miami Heat? Yeah. Did we come back and win? Yeah. Was that the number 1 seed? Yeah. Okay, so muscle memory, like recent history, they can understand that. And then coach, rookie head coach, but still Coach Udoka is going to come up to him. Hey, guys, let me give you some examples. In case we lose this game, how we still can win. Let me give you one example. The team that just beat us. Oh, that team was up before 2-1 and lost in the finals to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So there goes that Usain Bolt. There goes those guys, the front runners, once they up, no one can catch them. What? The Cleveland Cavs of 2016 went and caught them boys. So let's not get caught up in, oh, if we lose, we've lost. Let's also look at other examples. We saw it last year, muscle memory. Milwaukee Bucks, they were down in that series. You bring it up a lot of times, except when it doesn't help your argument in this one. But the Phoenix Suns had the lead in that series. What had happened was, and I have countless other examples. Sure. Point being, psychologically, you're not even defeated. You took a blow, but just think about it. If you're the Boston Celtics, you come out there, and the thing that you need to do most is win the game, but right next to it is we need to get Jason Tatum right. We need to get Jason Tatum in a reliable version of himself, which means not a game 1 12-pointer, not a game 2 28 inefficient game. We need Jason Tatum to be Jason Tatum as much as we need this win. But psychologically and literally, if you lose Boston, it's not a must-win. You still can win this series.
Question for you, sir.
Sir.
Who's the best player on the Boston Celtics?
Jason Tatum.
Absolutely right. You referenced the Milwaukee Bucks. Their best player is Giannis. Is Jason Tatum Giannis?
Nah.
No, sir.
Nah.
You mentioned the Cleveland Cavaliers coming back from down 3-1. Their best player, LeBron James. Is Jason Tatum LeBron James?
No.
Then, sir, these are not comparable examples that you are trying to give me because while Giannis is different than Jason Tatum, and while Jason Tatum is different than LeBron James, let's talk about who Jason Tatum is, because he's a dog now.
Okay.
And what I love about Jason Tatum from a human standpoint, he's very authentic, real, vulnerable.
Give it to me.
These are all things that we need to cherish. However, we got to look at Jason Tatum's words to know why this game is a must-win. June 1st, right before game 1, Jason Tatum says, I'll be honest, there have been times where I've questioned, am I the right person to lead this group like this? I've never doubted myself, but just moments after some of those losses, the tougher parts of the season, it's human nature to kind of question yourself. Close quote, Jason Tatum.
Facts.
All facts. Problem is, sometimes I want you to lie to me. So what Jason Tatum, the leader of the Boston Celtics, has said is, even he, as a fearless leader, has questioned if he can lead this group. During what? The tough parts of the season, and when? After losses. NBA Finals. If they lose tonight, that is a trigger for Jason Tatum to question his ability. And if the game is tough because the series has been, that is a trigger for Jason Tatum to question his ability. I already know the Warriors are winning one of the two scoreboards. Marcellus Wiley always talks about, and in sports there are, in fact, two scoreboards.
Two scoreboards, people.
Scoreboard within the mind. Scoreboard within the mind. And the scoreboard actually on a field.
Yep.
The Warriors are winning the scoreboard within the mind. Remember, Warriors get blown out by the Memphis Grizzlies. Draymond Green is dancing during the blowout. They're trailing by 55. Draymond ain't tripping. Warriors lose game 1. Draymond goes to the podium. I mean, Marcus Smart, Al Horford, Derek White, they shot 15 of 23 from the field. It's just not going to happen again. And Draymond was right. So the Warriors are winning the scoreboard of the mind, but the Celtics winning the other scoreboard. I ain't going to get it twisted. Celtics went up 1-0, and it's still 1-1. To me, if you are the underdog, you win in that scoreboard.
There you go.
If the Warriors win tonight, when?
Oh!
The Warriors win tonight.
Wake up, Freud.
When the Warriors win tonight, they will now be dominating both scoreboards, the scoreboard in the mind and the scoreboard on the court. And the fearless leader of the Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum, may be triggered once again because he's told us what his triggers are. Tough parts of season and losses. And tonight, they're going to experience toughness and, in my mind, a loss.
So since Jason Tatum told you what his triggers are, you think you can just go and push those buttons and activate it. That's not how it goes. You ever have a coach like this? I know you had to have one in one of the levels of football. We could tell them our plays. They still got to stop it, right? And then you get a coach so bold, he do this. And everybody know that's a universal signal. They running the same play. He like, run it back. I want to see him stop it. You can't tell me that Jason Tatum, since he exposed what he's going to do and who he is and mental makeup, that you have all of the answers to activate who Jason Tatum is. You don't. Your whole premise is based on hope. Okay, so the opposite is hopelessness. You're not hopeless if you go down 1-2. Already proved it to you. Teams in the NBA Finals, there have been 12 teams down 1-2 and still won the championship. So that's not hopeless. Let's be real. 12 champions, not hopeless, even down 1-2. Teams that win game 1 of the NBA Finals, guess what they win? 71% of the series. All of the series in the NBA Finals, whoever wins game 1, 71% chance. Not hopeless to me as well. Let's talk about who Jason Tatum is, since you try to slight him. You try to clown.
Oh, I didn't clown.
I
didn't clown,
sir.
sir.
He's not LeBron.
He's not at all. LeBron's a top
He's not
2 player.
Giannis.
He's definitely not.
And Giannis is not LeBron because they have different names, so everybody's different,
Sure.
right? But we're all together on one thing, usually. All NBA. Now, LeBron this year, I'm not going to compare LeBron this year to 2016 LeBron, but LeBron this year was not first team All NBA.
Third team, sir.
Third team, right.
sir.
Who was first team?
Jason Tatum, sir.
Well, yeah. So, in this situation, Jason Tatum has qualified to be the LeBron of the Boston Celtics
Jason Tatum
this year.
will never qualify to be LeBron James.
He's first team All NBA is all I'm saying. If I'm following somebody, I want to see your credentials. Just like when you graduate college, no one cares about your GPA. They just want to see your diploma. What's his diploma say? First team All NBA. Lead us, Jason Tatum. And more importantly, lead us even when things go wrong. What's beautiful about Jason Tatum is he can say exactly what you quoted and then go out there in bad performances, in losses. You know what Jason Tatum averages the game after? 31 points. As we saw, he go from 12 to 28 in this series already. Not efficient, but still you can see the difference. Jason Tatum responds to adversity very well. The Boston Celtics will respond to adversity very well. It's not a hopeless situation. You can't sell that over here. Trying to keep me on that hope.